So, I made a video talking about how I'm not going to play Battlefield anymore. Well, my problem is not with DICE, the actual designers and developers of the game. DICE has always done a really good job, especially, with like Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4 was a little chaotic at first, but I don't think it's their problem. I honestly put the blame solely on EA Games. And here's my reasoning behind that. If you look, before EA started actually becoming the powerhouse that they are now in the gaming world, the games that their EA logo was on were actually good games. Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Mass Effect, the whole trilogy with the exception of the ending. And those are pretty big name developers, as DICE and BioWare. Both have done really amazing games. Their last two games, though, for DICE and BioWare, have failed pretty epically. And I'm talking about Anthem and Battlefield 5. Now, how does two powerhouse developers, they've got pretty good staff over there, drop the ball so bad? Well, it's not on them. I mean, if you watch anything about EA Games, they put their companies under major time constraints and everything, trying to get their money out to keep up with their competition. So, either EA needs to rethink about how they handle the development of a game, or they just need to back the fuck off and let the companies do what they're known to do. Like DICE and BioWare, for instance. Instead of blaming those companies because the game failed, because EA Games wanted the game rushed into production just so that they could make a few extra bucks. I like quality over quantity. I don't know about the rest of you, but I think EA needs to learn that. So, before everyone goes and berates me and comments and everything from my last video about I'm not going to fucking play Battlefield 5 anymore, and at this rate, I'm probably never going to buy a game with an EA logo again. And that really scares me because EA has one of my favorite franchises of all time. Star Wars. But, hey, we'll see what the future holds. I think EA needs to sit back and take a few notes from Ubisoft, because when Rainbow Six was released, it was not in the greatest shape ever. It was arguably worse than Battlefield 5 is, that's saying something. But Ubisoft, they knuckled down and they turned that game around. Now Rainbow Six is one of the best competitive games out there. And at the same hand, Ubisoft has also done their fans right. Look at Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's probably the most underrated game of the year, but it's actually probably, at least in my opinion, it's my favorite game that's released in recent years. Especially with them adding free DLC and everything. Instead of charging out the lawsuit for it, they pretty much gave it all to us. And even a couple months before their next big release, they added a whole new mode to Ghost Recon.